Hello, Rob Gibson. I'm glad that slide's there because I quite often forget to introduce myself when I do these presentations. So CEO of Vanguard Sustainable Transport Solutions. So some numbers, this is working, I can go this way. There's over 15,000 kilometres of an electrified track in the UK. On average, there's a 10-year process to go from the concept of innovation through to it being commercially viable or commercially ready for rail. And 25 years links directly to this legal obligation of net zero railways by 2050 and a secondary obligation of removing all diesel-only vehicles from the rail network by 2040. So how is that going to be achieved? There's varying options. There's three key ones, really. Electrification is the de facto, the default option to go to. However, it's quite expensive and it's very slow to progress. As an example, there are two new commuter lines opening in the UK in the next 12 months or so. Neither of them are electrified. You've got battery. Battery is a really, really good solution for specific applications. However, it is limited by its range, and it also needs quite hefty infrastructure to support rapid charging. Where Vanguard sits in this is hydrogen. It's a proven operating model. It can replicate diesel almost identically. It's a good solution for freight. It's scalable, and also it removes emissions at point of use immediately. There are questions over green hydrogen and its availability, and I will admit we buy hydrogen from Belgium at the moment because it's the easiest way of getting hold of it. However, there's so much hydrogen production coming online in the UK in the next 5 years, and at the moment the forecasts are showing that by 2030 hydrogen can be cheaper than diesel. There is a cost, again, fleet replacement to adapt to hydrogen. However, you can also retrofit, which is where Vanguard specialises. And there's an infrastructure cost. However, that infrastructure cost can be shared with buses, cars, trucks, and other off-takers of hydrogen. Rail is a really good application for hydrogen because it gives a continuous, almost continuous off-take for fuel, which makes it very investable. To support that, at Vanguard, we've created our one-stop shop for innovation and decarbonisation in rail. We call it Concept, Create, Operate, and it covers everything from that initial feasibility of a concept. Is it possible? Is it suitable? Where's the best application? Through to Create, which is then the detailed design of that application, be it a drivetrain, which is what we're looking at the moment, or supporting technology. And then Operate. So we are the only company in the UK that can refuel hydrogen trains on live rail sites. And we're working with partners to develop safety cases and safety processes to ensure that hydrogen can be seamlessly integrated into the rail network. So where we are today, some of our projects, we've got HydroShunter, which unfortunately is not here today, but we've got the fuel cell from HydroShunter downstairs to have a look at. That's a hydrogen and battery conversion of a 60-odd-year-old shunter. At the top right there, we've got Hydroflex, it's where Vanguard was born out of. So our core team of directors were the original team who developed Hydroflex along with Porterbrook. We're still supporting Hydroflex with Porterbrook at the moment, and also some design work that we've done for some major OEMs in the rail industry. As I said, our team is the core of the original Hydroflex team that we've then supplemented with some amazing engineers. And we've also partnered with some core partners as well to make sure that Vanguard is adequately supported as we move through our growth. We've also got University of Nottingham here today who we're working with on a novel fuel project as well. So the market we're looking at is huge. There's over 100,000 diesel locomotives in operation across the world. If you boil that down into specifics, looking at freight particularly as the kind of the first application for hydrogen, and then boiling that down into kind of where we expect Vanguard to get from a market penetration, there's some really big numbers there, which is really exciting. Where we've got to today is lots of research and development. Everything that we do is based heavily on realistic research and development to make sure that we're developing something that has a market. Engineering, we focus a lot on proven capability, hence building the vehicles that were on that previous slide, to show that we can put our money where our mouth is, we can actually achieve what we're looking at doing. We've broken quite well into the market so far, so we've got projects with some large OEMs across the UK and worldwide. And as with any SME, we try and get the recognition we deserve as well. So we've gone out, we've won quite a few Innovate UK projects, we've been awarded European Rail Cluster SME of the Year, and that's something that's really important to us. In terms of our projects, as I said, we are operating worldwide, Europe, UK, America and South America, and we're looking to grow that. We see hydrogen in the UK as being our core market. Obviously, it's our home industry, but the market is so much more lucrative as you move outside of the UK and into the areas where you've got large expanses of land that you will never electrify. So this is our route to growth. We've gone through the small-scale demonstrator stage. We are now at the large-scale demonstrator stage. And we want to move that forward, so we are looking for investment at the moment to grow and speed up that process. Moving into a fleet deployment, being a small fleet to start with and growing that as the technology matures and also as people become more comfortable with hydrogen. And then finally move into a licensable product. So we want to, I've run factories, I really don't want to run another one, I don't want to be building things, but licensable product is the way that we're going to grow the business. Thank you for listening. That's the end of my presentation, but we're outside and we're downstairs, so please come and say hello if you've got some questions for us. Thank you.